Odd Swedish traditions and festivals are very unique. We feel it is interesting to learn about these parts of Swedish culture and through them getting understanding for Swedish people's odd behavior. By presenting a live show, we want to visualize the most important yearly happenings and events in Sweden. Easter is the first cultural event on the year that we in Sweden celebrate. It takes place in the beginning of April. This festival has a lot to do with chickens. We eat eggs, paint eggs, dress in yellow, and put up feathers in our houses. No one really knows why. The small children also get the opportunity to dress up as witches and take their brooms to visit their neighbors. The next festival is the Mayfire. Now it's time to burn those witches. And it is obviously celebrated in May. We celebrate it by making large fires that from the beginning were to stop all the witches from returning on their brooms in company with the devil to us normal people. In the later part of June, celebrations of midsummer takes place. It is finally summer and the witches are gone. Everyone is happy and it's time for fertilization. We rise a large pole dressed in flowers to honor the dick and the penetration of the earth. This symbolizes growth and it's made from the beginning to help with harvest during the rest of the summer. Kids are involved in this festival as well. At dawn, girls pick flowers and jump over several fences to dream about the one to later marry and get penetrated by, just like Mother Earth. Isn't it clever? It is very important to have 7 different
flowers under your pillow. And now it's time for Halloween, or All Saints' Day as we actually call it in Sweden. We celebrate all the past saints and martyrs. The people are going out on the dark cemeteries and they are lighting candles on graves. And at night, the children dresses up as dead people and they are going around knocking doors and begging for candy. And if they don't get any candy, they are exposing the poor people for terrible tricks. The older people also loves to dress up, but they usually dresses up in work suits. But sexy ones. Lucia. Once upon a time, there was a girl who promised herself to abstain from sexual relations. She got married off to a man by her mother, but when she didn't accept his offer, he became very angry. She was then arrested and tortured and was forced to prostitution. One day when she went across the town in a carriage, the carriage froze to the ground, so the guards poured boiling oil over her, but she didn't get injured. In desperation, someone drove a sword through her neck, but she did not die. We celebrate a holiday named after her, Lucia. Everybody dresses in long white dresses that looks like nightgowns, including the boys. The girls are wearing candlelight on their heads and they fasten a red belt on their waist which is supposed to represent blood. The boys are wearing big cone-shaped hats and they are holding a big stick with a golden star attached to it. Some are even dressed up as gingerbreads. Together they are singing a bunch of songs, for example, Lusselelle. People are eating saffron buns, which in Sweden is called lussebullar. Lusse stands for Lucifer, which is the devil, so we are actually eating devil buns. The devil buns are shaped like snails and spiced up with raisins that everybody picks up when they are eating the devil buns. Now we have come to the time of Christmas. In the morning, the 24th of December, everybody eats rice pudding for breakfast. Some even put an almond into the rice pudding, and the one who gets the almond will be the next one to be married. We put the leftovers in a bowl outside the door so that Santa Claus won't be hungry. But no one really considers the fact that Santa Claus probably is kind of full already because he gets to eat the rice pudding at every house he visits, which is all of them. At night, all the fathers get an intense craving for reading the newspaper. They all go out in the middle of the evening celebrations to buy Aftonbladet. And only a few minutes later, Santa Claus knocks on the door and yells, "Ho, ho, ho!" All the children feel bad for their fathers, who always misses Santa Claus's arriving. When Santa Claus is arriving, we also give him glögg, and he is usually already drunk of all the glögg he is given.